was talking with an integration architect, and he talked about something really interesting there. So he basically hooked onto Salesforce's platform events, listened to them with some classes on Node.js running on AWS. And based on the event, he would call other applications in their enterprise and basically move data back and forth. And I asked him why he didn't consider using an enterprise service bus. But his answer was that he only had a few applications. They just needed some intelligent routing that was event-driven between 4 or 5 applications. And they did not have a lot of complex business process orchestration. And his thought was that he would go down the path. So he had looked at them, but he just very strongly felt they needed something that they had more control on. These guys are pretty technology savvy, so it wasn't that big of a deal for them to write some code. Now, I get the whole point that yes, it's custom code you have to maintain, and it's probably not for everyone. You have to be really technically astute to understand how to leverage it. But he felt that the cost savings in the long run to do this, the scalability between platform event and what they're doing on AWS, and the simplicity of their made this a good choice. As an architect, I'm always intrigued by how we end up with decisions on solutions and architect design. More so in integration than anywhere else, interplay the evolution of choices today, all the way from something like a Zapier to the sophistication and advanced capabilities that you get with MuleSoft or are there more pros and cons outside of this for someone who's just got a simpler use case, basically just wants some event-driven solutioning to move data between a bunch of applications? Is that a good idea to build it like this, or you would go down a more classic ESP route? I'm tempted to take the ESP route mostly because what starts today as a small thing eventually becomes more complex, more sophisticated. And as you need those capabilities, it's harder to then unplug something that you've put in a year or two ago. But, there are all kinds of solutions. And the beauty of architecture is sometimes it's really hard to tell the right from the wrong. And you kind of understand the repercussions of decisions you're making today in 3 years. Or curious to hear what you think. Thank you so much.